into the right now energy. Since somebody decided to want to stalk my door and knock on my door, I'm guessing they decided, I think they expect some type of reaction. But all I know is that I feel their nervousness. So while you're going to come in my energy, be scared about it. Expect me to react a certain way. I guess they thought I was going to scream or something. I don't know why they continue to do what they're doing. But we're going to tap into the energy right now. And we're going to see what comes out. Okay, so I'm going to tap into whoever energy that decided to, they decided to bring the energy into my energy. So we're going to tap into this person's energy. Because they nervous right now. So that was dumb for them to do. Right? So collective. Let's tap into it. You already know this is personal right now. I'm tapping into whoever just decided to knock on my damn door. They mad, collective. They in their feelings and they think they're gonna get some type of a response. Look, Seven of Swords. They have a lot of hopes, desires to take from an Empress. I'm coming out as the Empress. So whoever's doing this had a lot of hopes and desires. They're trying to take something from me. Yeah, they collaborating together with a Page of Wands energy to cast some type of, they doing some type of magic, some moon. Yeah, and because they under judgment. So whoever just knocked on my, they didn't knock on my door. They playing ding dong ditch. And I guess they expected some type of reaction. I don't really give a fuck what you're doing, but thank you for your energy and thank you for letting me know that you're scared. So you got the Seven of Swords. They trying to Seven of Swords me and they're having a lot of hopes, desires, and wishes, but their plans is failing. Their plans failed trying to Seven of Swords and Empress, which is coming as me. This is a Page of Wands energy. This is somebody that's a rival energy, that's a rival enemy that looks down on me, that thinks they better than me. And they in this Three of Pentacles energy, they collaborated. There was a collaboration. So somebody sent this person to do whatever they did to my door, to whatever they did. And this is supposed to be some spell work. I hope they know that my door is protected. You touching my door, you fucked up. You coming in front of my door, you fucked up. You talking shit in front of my door, you fucked up. You under judgment. So you are a bunch of, how old are y'all? Again? Yeah, you about to be in the Five of Pentacles. You under judgment. You about to lose your foundation. You about to be in the street. Yeah, because you being put a stop to the Two of Swords. Whatever you doing is being put a stop to with this Two of Swords energy. So I don't know what, listen to me. I'll laugh because y'all crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all losing your minds. Y'all crazy. That y'all keep on and y'all be thinking, y'all expecting whatever they got doing to work and it's not gonna work. I don't understand. You mad? Then you can't stop my flow. You can't stop my hustle. You can't stop my grind. You can't stop me from knowing what you're doing. You can't stop me from doing anything. You're mad that you got to pay karma and you still doing what you're doing. Thinking that it's going to work. But thank you for your energy. How old are you again? Remember, you don't have no connections to the NYPD, the judicial system, because all that is being investigated in the New York State, in this New York City that we in. So remember, you got nobody, 411, I'm telling you right now, you got nobody to save your ass. You don't got nobody in the physical. You got nothing spiritually protecting you. You keep fucking yourself up and you keep digging yourself a deeper grave. Hey, continue to dig that grave. I don't give a shit. Honestly, yeah. Look at that. I swear to God, it was a risky move. That's what the fuck just came out. It was a risky move. Whatever you just did. You coming to my door like that. You crazy. Look, even Spirit said that was a risky move. November, you could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. We're going to take the months out. There was a risky move. Yeah, you doing this for some type of social status? You doing this for a social status? You know a social status is not important, right? Yeah, because your mask has cracked and you being exposed is falling off these hidden enemies. And you know what's crazy? And I'm going to say this. My next door neighbor got a camera. right? But because she's a part of it, you think that I'm gonna get proof that of who just did that to my door? Of course not, because it's recorded. She got it on camera next door. Confirmation. Just a confirmation. Where we at? Today's July 1st, between the hours of 4, I'm gonna say from 4 o'clock to now, it's 4:30. So on her camera, between the 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m., July 1st, she's gonna have something recorded, and it's gonna be somebody doing whatever they're doing to her door. But you think that she's gonna give? You think that no, because they are part of it. So there's proof. I have proof because her camera recorded it. But because she's against me and that family is also a part of whatever is going on, yeah. I just want to make it see. I want to put that out there. That is, this person got a camera on her thing, but because they also working with each other, yeah, it's about to be a bloodbath. Yeah, look at MILF, Miss Parker vibe. This is somebody that's older, that could still look decent. Yeah, there's about to be a demise for this person. Yeah, they out here playing victim. There's somebody out here playing victim. It was a risky move, and they playing victim now. Yeah, there was a lot of mental manipulation because they're doing this for a social status. This person has a speech impediment. They slur or mumble when they talk, and their masks have cracked and they're falling off. So this hidden enemy that comes out a lot. This person has a speech impediment, and they slur and they mumble. Yeah, it says the devil is sick for trying to be slick, being a trick prick. This person is sick for calling on the devil so much, and it's about to be a bloodbath. They're under judgment. Become more patient. I need to become more patient. Freedom. Become more patient because I'm not about to have my freedom, and they're about to go under a demise. Whoever this person is. Yeah, for me to be hopeful. Spirit is saying for me to be hopeful. Or this person was hopeful that they were going to get a response that, I don't know. Gang stalking. Looking, like I said, somebody was just at my door. They gang stalking. And now they want to physically touch my door. Yeah, this is a copy, paste, and post troll. They mad. That has a speech impediment. And they out here sacrificing people and animals for money. Mulan, they trying to sacrifice me because I'm coming up as a warrior energy. Yeah, this is somebody's mother's side of the family that's involved. It says that moon magic ritual left a big mess. They trying to clean up and trace its evidence left behind. Whatever magic they doing is not working in their confirmation. Whatever moon magic they did was a risky move. And evidence is being found. Yeah, the accuser is always the accusee. They were out here accusing me of doing magic, and that's not right. I ain't doing shit. It's over for them. Yeah, they praying. Their prayers are falling on deaf ears. You praying to God, but you a whole devil worshiper. You fucking gang stalking me. You trying to get a reaction so that you could accuse me of something and you can't do it. You got an attitude because you're going through a demise. You trying to get some type of reaction so you could record something so that you could try to use it against me. But no, because I'm not stupid. I know what you up to. You could gang stalk me all you want, but I bet you that you won't do nothing if I was outside. I bet you won't do nothing to my face, though. You got to do it behind the closed. You got to do it when my door's closed, or whatever you doing is behind the closed door. So let's be real about it. You a whole pussy at the end of the day. Let's just be real. You're mad because I'm a chosen one the world is calling for and you're not? You were hopeful that you would be a chosen one. You're not a chosen one. You were hopeful that you would have a hidden path and purpose. You were gang stalking my hidden path and purpose. Confirmation. Now they all about to meet the coroner. Now you all about to meet the coroner. Because you out here sacrificing people and animals for money. You out here fucking with the devil. Now you sick. You going through a butt laugh and it's over. And this is what the cards is reading right here. Yeah, they thought that they could make me. You thought you could make me vulnerable? I'm a whole warrior, bitch. You can't make me vulnerable. You crazy, and you think that you're gonna ding dong ditch, knock on my door and run, or bang on my door and run? You fucking with a spiritual OG, stupid. You got an attitude. You think you can have me all up in my feelings? You the one wasting, look, doing blood magic on top of that. So there's traces and evidence left behind on this book. So you leaving your fucking DNA Wherever you doing magic at, stupid. That's how dumb you are. You paid for play. You were paid to play. You were paid to do this magic on me. Now someone, look at someone's ass is on fire. They get the nervous shit. They had to upset something. Now they nervous. I bet you are. Because I'm getting my justice. You got an attitude because I'm a spiritual OG and you getting karma. Yeah, you were doing sex magic on me too. You was in combat mode war with me too. Yeah, you were trying to do some type of poisoning with this moon magic. You under judgment. Now you out here trying to play with my devices, trying to cause interference. Yeah, you collaborated with others to do this. Confirmation. Yeah, now sonic boom. There's about to be a street fight, and look, current timeline. This is happening right now, and I am talking about somebody that just knocked on my door. They didn't knock on my door. They banged on my door, but very lightly. It wasn't a bing bang. Like I was supposed to be scared. I don't know what you was trying to do, but I'm not scared of y'all. Stupid. Y'all toxic. You think you scaring somebody? You're not scaring me. You out here trying to summon something? You can't summon nothing. That shit is fucking with you. You put no fear in me. You don't scare me. Every time they do a spell or ritual, it rains. Moon cycle cleanse. It's about to rain then, I guess. Yeah, communal trial. You try to put me in an experimental study, a study group that involves a community or part of an organization. You trying to do some fucking humiliation ritual in this area, in this community, because your secret love affair is getting exposed. That you probably fucking a fucking DL on the low, bitch. Whatever you doing is unforgettable. Whatever you did may have been lost, but it's not forgotten. Nobody's gonna forget about it. What you did, your birds of a feather that flock together. Yeah, they up the creek, river, ocean, whatever pattern, you're drowning. Yup, you're drowning, you're mad, you're desperate, you're getting fired. For being all up in my business, being nosy. Yeah, in the shadows. You being nosy in the shadows over my business, and now you reaping what you sow, and you mad. You trying to cause something. Yeah, you doing alchemy. You reaping what you sow for this alchemy. Now you about to be confronted in an inappropriate way because you out here trying to spiritual organ harvest from me, and you trying to change plans, but you still getting exposed for all the lies that you telling on me, all this false advertisement and this family abuse with you and your family. Out here trying to attack my sacred chakra, so a spiritual organ harvesting confirmation, and you mad because you can't fuck with me because I'm a triple threat. Yeah, another indictment charge is piling up on your stupid ass, and you need to vacate the premises. You were trying to bind me to your karma, and you cannot. You're trying to keep me trapped like a Rapunzel, and you cannot. Now you feeling haunted. You siphon untamed energy, and now you can't handle the backlash. You can't handle the heat, bitch. Yup, now the tables have turned on your stupid fucking ass, and no weapon form will prosper. I'm just plucking. You see the energy collective? And I ain't plucking no more. That is the message for the stupid fuck that decided to want to be doing this stupid ding-dong ditch in my energy. You and whoever that you collaborated with, you expected it of me for me to be all loud and screaming and shouting and for me to give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because you're scared. You're scared. You're trying to frame me. You're trying to do something because you're in trouble and you caught and you're trying to switch the tables and you cannot switch the tables. The tables have already been turned, baby. And now you're fucked. So you can sit down and eat that shit because you dished it out. Now you got to eat it. And you cannot fuck with my shit. Nothing that you do. It don't even matter what the fuck you hear. Motherfuckers, you know why? You know what's going on today? Motherfuckers hearing me in a conversation because I was in a conversation with somebody and they was leaving. My next door neighbor, I fake it like she going outside and woke a motherfucking dog sitting there ear hustling. That I had to stop the conversation and tell the person that I was on the phone with that I literally got nosy motherfuckers in my energy trying to be nosy. I literally had to tell the person that I was on the phone with that I got motherfuckers trying to stop me from doing what I'm doing. So forgive me for the interruption. And then right after my conversation, you know what happened? Two people. One person that likes to jangle his keys to make himself known, that goes upstairs to my next door, that goes upstairs to the upstairs neighbor. And right after that one, it was another one. Two people right after that. What you doing? Trying to do spell work? You trying to stop something? You can't stop shit. Even if you know what's going on. Even if you ear hustling and you think you know what's going on. It don't matter what you think, you assume, or you hear. You cannot stop shit is what you don't understand. Nothing can be stopped. Not one thing that you do. So you think that you're gonna cause what? You're gonna knock on my, you're gonna, no, now let me stop saying knock. You try to think that you're gonna fucking bang my door, do a ding dong ditch scenario, and what? What's supposed to happen? Was I supposed to open my door? Was I supposed to scream and shout like a crazy person? Nope. As soon as you did it, as soon as they fucking did it, I went live, literally, right after. So it's 1 minute, the 1 minute right after they fucking did that shit to my door, I went live. So I could fucking stay in that energy. Their energy is still there, right? They decided to come to my fucking door. They decided to touch my door. You decided to put your nasty ass, grubby ass, toxic ass on my door. And now you're nervous because now my underarms is sweaty. And now you're nervous. You see, look at that. Now they nervous. Don't do shit if you gonna be pussy about it, bitch. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you racing against time. The downstairs neighbor is the one that did it. Oh, now it's being exposed. So the downstairs neighbor is the one that did that stupid thing to my door. Oh, you see how they're getting exposed? Because they thought they were too legit to quit. It's the downstairs neighbor snakes. The downstairs neighbor snakes. This is currently happening now. Look, currently happening now. Energy don't lie. You being exposed. The downstairs neighbor that did it. They are lame. And they nervous in my energy. Oh, they going to prison? They try to bury me in the ground, but you a sputter crowd. No, my name is not Evelyn. I don't know why you keep saying that every time you come here. They try to contain my gifts because I have high potential and they underestimated me. Yeah, they try to take me out in my sleep or unalive me, and they were trying to torment and torture me. But now the cats got somebody by the tongue and the balls. Yup, somebody's being deported. This shallow how that got no more powers. This person is being deported. They going through something with the wrath of God and the judicial system. It says shallow how got no more powers. They alone doing this. Yeah, they had a lot of unwanted opinions, and they no longer serve. They no longer have their position of power, and they being demoted. And they're getting another indictment charges put up on them. It says they out of moves and they don't got no cards to play. They don't got no, listen. Say if somebody's in my energy, they nervous because they're stuttering. They got no more cards to play and they out of moves. And it's the end of the road for this setup that they just try to do. Have me in a competition, the Hunger Game in the reverse. You try to unalive me, you do the competition me, you a bunch of old hags doing graveyard magic. Now you can't avoid the truth. This is somebody that got a swampy smell. They stink. And now someone feels like their heart is being torn out in sync. They don't feel in sync anymore. And they're holding a lot of resentment because they were naive. They thought I was naive, but they naive and they out here trying to hacking. Yeah, the past is catching up to you. You trying to attack my crown chakra right now, but it's not going to work. You couldn't dim my light. Now you want to fight? Because it's over. Yeah, you try to cause me delays. Yeah, and there was a anonymous tip on you. So somebody snitch on you. You somebody from my childhood energy. You feeling insecure. You in some type of childhood energy. Your energy is distorted. Yeah, because you being rejected, bitch. Snip, snip, cut. You being cut off. Yeah, and you about to piss yourselves. Yeah, bitch. Because I'm undefeated. Yes, I am. So, you can continue to be naive. But the mask have cracked off of you, and you're no longer a hidden enemy. And this was a journey. You on a journey to Nowhereville. You out here you a soul swapper, a destiny swapper. You trying to switch our souls. You trying to swap my soul. You trying to entrap my soul. Entrapment. You cannot. You were told, it says in one ear out the other. So somebody told you not to do what you just did, and you did it anyway. Now you're about to have a fatal ending. You can't play victim. Somebody told you not to do not to come to my door, and you did it anyway. You wanted my blood to be freed? You can't have my blood to be freed. You dumb and dumber. Destiny swapper. You out here trying to destiny swap. Now you about to get raided, stupid. People are talking about you. You a racist. And you got yourself in too deep. So the downstairs neighbor, who you lost all your power. You put a policy insurance on me. That was a bad investment. Now you being publicly embarrassed for being a motherfucking a troublemaker and a failure. You try to shut me up, but it failed. You were trying to cause an eviction and it failed. Your informants are trying to do readings on me. You got people trying to read me. You can't read me. Now you alone and you being haunted. Spirit is walking amongst us and you being destroyed by a spirit, and you cannot think straight because you were trying to have me replaced. You can't replace me. I'm going to go because my phone is dying anyway, and I don't need to pull no more. This person is being publicly about whoever this downstairs neighbor is the one who just came to my fucking door and did that dumb shit. Because nobody else came out here but the downstairs neighbor. And where we in? We in 20. I just saw 21's 21. Out of 21 minutes, nobody came out but the downstairs neighbor. So the downstairs neighbor is the one that came to my door to do some dumb shit and run. And they just got exposed. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to expose you. I'm going to take my cards and you're going to get exposed. And that's it. You think you're going to have me looking a fool? I keep telling you. Like I told this dumbass upstairs when he said he was gonna do the same thing that I did to him and put me on a flyer. I don't embarrass easily. So you trying to embarrass somebody that don't embarrass easily. I told y'all that. I don't know who you trying to embarrass. Because the only person that you're embarrassing is yourself. You look like a fool. You are too grown to be coming to my door, trying to kick my door or hit my door and then run. See the movement upstairs? So, I mean, if you want to continue to give me your energy, that's fine. I take my enemy's energy, the negativity they said to me, turn it into positivity that I could use for me. I'll take that shit and manifest off of it. You're not doing nothing. Thank you for your energy. And you came to my door? Oh, baby, thank you. You're stupid. Real dumb indeed. Peace out, collective. You already know. Thank you for listening as I expose these foes. These neighbors that be thinking they doing something. They be thinking they're doing something. Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ. Peace out, collective. They're going to be in the Five of Pentacles. Yo, when I tell you they nervous, they're nervous. You see my underarms, they sweaty. They nervous. You should be.